going on? What's good with the people? It's your partner, man. Who is your partner, man? I say, bro, what's good with it? Oh, man, listen, man. If it ain't one thing, it's another, man. But before we get through that, how y'all doing on this What's What Wednesday part 2? You say, what's what? Yeah, man. This was a whole different video. I just erased it, though, man. So I got to do another one. You know what I'm talking about? But before we get into it, shout out to Penitentiary. He, ha, Ken in the pen. All my folks incarcerated. All my folks who ain't. Everybody on the bottom of that thing. Everybody who ain't, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep that head up. Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide INC. Worldwide Incorporated. Worldwide, man. They say, bro, what you talking about? Oh, man. We gonna get into it. But y'all know, man, I don't promote nothing. I don't promote no drug usage, hold on, man. I can't forget about Ndugu in there, you know what I'm talking about, man? Because everybody's included. Ndugu, Mike, Cutthroat, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, you know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next. Same thing, bruh. Everybody incarcerated, everybody who ain't, everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up. Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? I say, bro, man, I don't promote nothing. I don't promote no drug users. I don't promote no drug sellers. I don't promote nothing, man. I ain't racist. I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. I ain't got nothing against the little people. I ain't got nothing against nobody, man. I don't promote no drug users, drug sellers, alcohol consumption. Don't do it. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip of the sippage, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, just shout out all the people, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody. I say, what's Wednesday part 2. Look, this was a whole nother video. I ended up erasing it, trying to make some room, man. You know what I'm talking about? Man, it's been a hell of a day already, man. You know what I'm talking about? Can't win for losing, man. I'm telling y'all some suckers, bruh. Just the low down, low budget ass shit y'all do, bruh. Like, I just don't never want to be like that, folks. I'm telling you, man, I had this bruh ain't been feeling that good. I'm going through my own shit myself, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't been feeling that good, man. And through all that shit, bruh, the other day I was just like, man, I can't, there's something wrong with you jokers out here, man. And I just told myself, I don't want to be like that, folks. I just don't never want them ways, folks. Like, I don't want to, yeah, you know how y'all be. If you can't beat them, join them, bruh. Nigga, I'm just not gonna fuck with y'all, bruh. Cause I refuse to be, to running around here with them ways and shit, bruh. I refuse to, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ain't gonna believe what just happened, man. So I'm right here trying to get to the bottom of this shit right here, but we gonna get to the bottom of it. I ain't worried about nothing. But what's what part 2, bruh? You know what I'm talking about? What's what part 2, man? I say, man, what did you talking about? What's what part 2? Just that you gotta know what's what, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? And just like my original video, I said, bruh, like it started because I dropped this video right here, what's what part 2 Wednesday, after I released that song. Or I didn't release it. After Real Topics featuring It's Your Partner released that song, and I was just saying how when he posted that song, how my day got weird. From the moment that song got posted, my day got weird as shit. You know what I'm talking about? So you just gotta know what's what. You seen people doing funny shit and they're like, I don't get y'all, bro. Y'all act like hoes. If you just really want to keep it real. Boy, I thought he had boy. Woo. You know what I'm talking about? I thought he was I thought I had identified someone. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, from the moment that song got posted, bro, my day started getting weird. I started getting funny ass calls and I started getting funny ass remarks. Cause you know me, when I do something, I just send it to everybody. So I'm sending the motherfucking song to everybody and shit. And I sent that motherfucker to a motherfucker, like I said, that just sent me some shit. And the motherfucker said some bullshit like, man, what did you send to me? Like basically, why did I send him this shit? And I'm just thinking, cause I don't never even when you know how y'all be doing that, I don't never trip, bro. I just watch that shit. You know what I'm talking about? I don't never trip thinking, why this nigga send me this? Or, you know what I'm talking about? I just watched it. Apparently, that was some shit you like that you wanted me to check out. You get what I'm saying? So I check it out, bro. I don't be, but for me to send somebody something, brand them to get at me like that, let me know y'all weird as fuck. Because you send me shit or shit that ain't even you. So for me to send you something that's me, and you act like I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? You just act like it was everything but me sending you bruh a song. You know what I'm talking about? You act like it was something more than that. So it ain't nothing I could do about it. You get what I'm saying? So the what's what Wednesday, man. You gonna have to know what's what. You know what I'm talking about? And when you know what's what, just know what's what. You ain't gotta let another motherfucker know that you know what's what. You know what I'm talking about? You need to know what's what so you know how far to go. You get what I'm saying? Because people just gonna be people, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And that's all you can expect out of people. It's just them to be them. See, knowing what's what is knowing the way them is. You know what I'm talking about? What's what Wednesday. But yeah, man, and that shit was weird. They say what was weird, bro? The moment my man I got to posting that song, man, how I got all that weird ass energy real quick, bro. Motherfuckers calling my phone, just it was just weird, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And I didn't understand it. Yeah, I didn't understand it because when Drake and Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm talking about, they say, bro, you always talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. This is the only way y'all gonna understand it because these the niggas who nuts y'all ride. You know what I'm talking about? But when it was on Kendrick Lamar and Drake, I had 90,000 people call my motherfucking phone asking me did I hear that garbage ass shit. You know what I'm talking about? I had 90,000 motherfuckers asking me did I hear that garbage ass shit. If you get what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, it's impossible. You know what I'm talking about? For Real Topics TV featuring It's Your Partner to drop some classical music like that, man. And you know what I'm talking about? You didn't notice. You can act like you didn't notice. Y'all noticed that shit. That's why you know what I'm talking about? I know that shit raw. He know that shit raw. You know that shit raw. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I wouldn't give a fuck what you say or what you think. You know what I'm talking about? I know. But it's just crazy how that shit was how that shit comes across, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Because you can fuck up. That's why you got to know what's what. What's what Wednesday part 2. Because you can fuck around and meet a motherfucker that like you just came across, folks. You know what I'm talking about? And it be seeming like you can network with them motherfuckers better than you can motherfuckers you been damn near knowing your whole life. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know why it's like that. What's what Wednesday part 2. But you got to know what's what, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. Because if you don't, you gonna set yourself up and you gonna blame it on somebody else. You know what I'm talking about? I say, what you mean, bro? Like, say you running around with one of these jokers that you know or they got some shit down the line, or you know what I'm talking about? Shit came across the wire about they done told back in the day or some shit like that. Now you know this shit. You might even know a motherfucker who done did that, bro. And somehow, cause like now we forget. You get what I'm saying? We forget. We'll forget you did some shit. You get what I'm saying? And but we'll still fuck with you like you never did that shit that you did. You get what I'm saying? So you fucking with a motherfucker and then the motherfucker tell on you. Then all of a sudden that's when it becomes big. You know what I'm talking about now? That's when you want to run around and talk about who telling it. It's always when it's on you. You get what I'm saying? So long story short, you gotta know what's what. You know what I'm talking about? And you gotta know what's what. Because if you don't, just like I said, man, y'all gotta excuse me. There's a lot going on this morning, man. You know what I'm talking about? But if you don't know what's what, bro, you'll go all the way to the finish line. Then you'll fuck around and you'll act like this person, you know what I'm talking about? Like this person is a known thief, you know what I'm talking about? And you know that, but you just fucking with them like this your real partner. And then they fuck around and steal something from you. Now you want to run around talking about they was a thief. You knew what was what from the jump, bruh. Now you want to be victim. You know what I'm talking about? Now you want to be victim of the thief when it's on you. You know what I'm talking about? Now you want to run around and jump in them conversations with everybody. Man, that motherfucker's a thief. You know what I'm talking about? Something straight out of comic book. What's what Wednesday, man? But in this day's time, bruh, it's a bunch of bitch made ass, weird ass, just energy around this motherfucker, man. Your brother's checking motherfuckers' facial expression and body language around this motherfucker. You feel me? But yeah, man. What's what Wednesday part 2? You feel me? And in today's time, just like I said, there's a bunch of weird bitch made ass energy running around this motherfucker, folks. You know what I'm talking about? And I was just saying this the other night, like, man, yeah, I just don't ever want to be like that, bruh. So I just can't see a day come where I just say fuck it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Because I just don't ever want to do business shady. Yeah, that just ain't in me, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? And them ain't no ways that I want to pick up. You know what I'm talking about? Not at my old age, bruh. I just don't fuck with it like that. What's what Wednesday part 2? But just far as people, bruh, you got to know what's what. So you know how far to go with people, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You got to know what's what. Because if you don't know what's what, just like I said, bruh, you'll fuck around and go out there with a motherfucker that's finna leave you on the battlefield. You know what I'm talking about? But you thought they was finna fight to the death. You know what I'm talking about? As soon as the gunshots, as soon as the fight started, you know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker was, I'm out of here. You know what I'm talking about? Because motherfuckers don't really like adversity. So know that. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna even say adversity, but you know how we act when shit get hard? You know how we act when shit get rough? You know what I'm talking about? And people just don't like dealing with that. You know what I'm talking about? So any sign of little danger or trouble or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? People be out of there. You know what I'm talking about? That's how it could be 50 motherfuckers outside and the nigga get jumped by 3 other people and the 50 people don't do nothing. But you thought they was your folks. No, what's what Wednesday? Part 2 it is. You feel me? Because we coming in, everybody banned for theyself, bro. But now it's really, now it's really like that. With the social media shit running around. Because in people's heads, they thinking like, you really become big stars off this shit or something. Like you really, because people think now if you notice or you got some kind of notoriety, they equivalate that to money somehow. You know what I'm talking about? They equivalate fame to money. So like if everybody know who you is and you trending right now or something, motherfuckers that think that you it. You know what I'm talking about? Like y'all not living in reality. You get what I'm saying? On some real shit. Know what's what Wednesday, man. Part 2. And don't be one of the motherfuckers that get stuck inside this computer, bro. Always know what's what Wednesday, part 2. Know the difference between reality and some invisible shit. Know the difference. Cause if you don't, your reality will become that invisible shit. You know what I'm talking about? So you forever be stuck in a false reality. You know what I'm talking about? And once again, if y'all ain't heard that, hold your head. Real Topics TV featuring Isha Pot and the man. Go check us out. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucking thing right there. I'm gonna say one of the best songs of this year. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, just know what's what Wednesday part 2. Because we run around, like I said, with a bitch made weird ass energy, petty ass. Like it's just weird, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Like just know life is life, folks. And as long as you alive, you're gonna have to go through this shit. You know what I'm talking about? You know how they be, you know that saying you gotta play the cards you was dealt or whatever? Now that is true. That is true. But the part they don't tell you, a lot of times you be dealing to yourself. You give yourself your own cards. That's what they a lot of times they don't be telling you that. Like, see, you get here with the cards you was dealt. So you might get here, I don't know. You might have some people that ain't serious. Your people might be on drugs. Or you could come in some fucked up conditions, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But it becomes a certain time and a certain age where you become your own dealer. See, that's the part they don't tell you. Know what's what Wednesday. You know what I'm talking about? See, a lot of times you'll be playing spades and you ain't dealt yourself one spade. You done dealt yourself hella hearts and diamonds. You know what I'm talking about? Hella hearts and diamonds. You know what I'm talking about? That's what you done dealt yourself. And then you complain about the hand you dealt yourself. Sometimes we be going back in the book. God damn, they say, blood, why you fuck with it like that? Because if I don't, ain't nobody else here. Yeah, sometimes we be going back in the book. Just on some real shit, man. Yeah, life is life, bruh. And as long as you around this motherfucker, as long as you living, bruh, you just gonna have to live life. So I know this shit gonna sound cliche and shit, like don't worry and don't do all that, bruh, but you just gotta ask yourself, what's the fucking point? What's the point in you worrying, folks? You know what I'm talking about? Because whatever you worried about still gonna be there. So only whatever you worried about, that shit's still gonna be there. So it would just seem to me like instead of worrying, bro, you would try to probably fix the problem. You know what I'm talking about? It's always better because you can't even think why you worrying. You know what I'm talking about? You can't know what's what Wednesday, bro. And this is cause on some real shit. In life, it seemed like we put ourselves in situations, then complain about them. You know what I'm talking about? And I think that's what we don't take a big enough accountability for right there. You feel me? I think that's what we don't take a big enough accountability for right there. It's the problems we put ourselves in only to complain about them. Because do you realize you could complain about anything, bro? You could just find something to complain about. Any complaint is a good one, folks. You could just find something to complain about. That shit is the energy right there. That's a weird ass energy. That's that weird ass negative snuffle uppercut energy. You know what I'm talking about? That's the energy right there where no matter what you say, a motherfucker gonna find out how that shit gonna feel. And this is what I don't get about y'all, especially in life, bruh. Y'all manifest y'all own failure. Cause you don't believe you can do shit. Y'all don't let these people get you to the state to where you just don't believe. I told y'all that's the biggest trick they played on you goofy motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? Besides that Bible, is making you believe you can't do it. So you've been struggling this shit your whole life. Brandon got reduced to mattress. You feel me? Yeah, the biggest trick they played on your goofy ass was making you believe you can't do nothing. Making you believe you don't deserve nothing. You probably one of the motherfuckers that came up in the urban community. Been broke your whole life, been having to take risks out here selling dope, scheme and scam. You know what I'm talking about? Just stay even out here, man. You know what I'm talking about? So you already done psychologically whipped yourself. That it ain't nothing better for you. You can't do nothing because you done spent all your time doing one thing. That's you. You know what I'm talking about? You really could do anything you want to if you just took the time and put your mind to it, folks. It ain't always got to be bad. I told you, y'all got to, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. You got to find that other part of your brain that instead of telling you you're going to fail, it'll tell you you could win. You know what I'm talking about? Know what's what. Wednesday, part 2. For the most part, you just got to know what's what, bruh. Because when you know what's what, you'll stop complaining. You know what I'm talking about? You'll stop accusing people. You'll know what's what. And a lot of us, I'm going to tell y'all what we do, y'all. I ain't bullshitting with you. We be acting like we know what's what and don't have a clue. And when you find this type of person right there, they always talking. They always telling you what's going on no matter what you say. They got a zap board for anything you say. You could be talking about trucks. They know where you can get the cheapest trucks in the world. That's better than the trucks you talking about. And like no matter what you say, that's these type of people that they think they know what's what. You know what I'm talking about? But really don't know shit. On some real shit. Because if you just around in a crowd of people where you just out socially and shit, and I know y'all done seen this, it ain't, because this shit been going on forever. The motherfucker who's always talking normally is the motherfucker who ain't listening. You know what I'm talking about? Because y'all done got to the point to where I told y'all act like y'all don't even know how to socialize no more. So it's almost like y'all get a weird ass energy when y'all get around people. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all get paranoid, don't trust this part. Y'all, it's like y'all don't be around people enough. So when you finally do get around people, I don't know, y'all just be having a weird, nerd ass energy. You know what I'm talking about? I see that all the time. Some motherfuckers you don't even know these motherfuckers, and for some reason the first thing you find out about people that you encounter is what you don't like about them. Y'all crazy as a motherfucker with that shit. I told y'all this computer shit gonna be dripping off here. Y'all out of pocket out here, man. I think he just fixed this shit though, but y'all out of pocket out here, folks. But I can't tell you. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna tell you, keep on doing that shit. Keep on doing that shit till you get away with it. You know what I'm talking about? Everything good until it ain't. You know what I'm talking about? Everything good until it ain't. Just like you get away with shit until you don't. You know what I'm talking about? Same thing, folks. Know what's what Wednesday. And like I said, man, you knowing what's what is it used to be golden. You know what I'm talking about? You used to just peep shit and just have a gang for yourself. It used to just be golden. But now it's just real popular to and y'all be talking about y'all got your guard up. I don't see how you think you got your guard up when you come up to this motherfucker every day and tell everybody your business. They ain't nothing but everybody know how to get around your guard. And I think y'all think that I think that's what y'all think is keeping it real now. Just telling everybody your business, but it's not, bruh. You just on the showroom floor like a bitch who like to talk. That's all that is. Like you ain't got nobody to talk to in the real world, so you use this camera as a friend. So now you can feel like you being heard. Y'all hold on. Shit, I thought they was done. They wasn't even done. But like I said, man, just know what's what. You know what's what. When you dealing with people, when you just dealing with anything, bro, know what's what. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, we living in days in a society of a bitch made weird ass energy. Oh, petty ass. It's just weird, bro. Y'all weird as fuck. I'm not bullshitting with you. And you can say I'm old, but that's not the problem, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because I've been old for a few years now. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all just start being this weird. Y'all weird as shit, folks. Just weird. These people have, like, man, I don't know, bro. These people got y'all in the fantasy world, folks. For real. These people got y'all in the fantasy world. To where, like, y'all abandon people that you know for real to dedicate yourself to people you don't know at all. Yeah, weird. But you know what I'm talking about? Oh, nigga, so much shit going on right now, bro. And that's always gonna be the coldest thing about life. It's know what's what Wednesday part two, bro. Cause you always gonna have to find a cheap code or something to keep yourself ahead of the game, bro. Cause life ain't gonna never slow down. It ain't. Life ain't gonna never slow down, bro. And this shit just get to happening fast, folks. You know what I'm talking about? So when life get fast, bro, you put yourself in positions to slow your process down. You don't fuck around and because moving fast gonna have your ass fast out. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe not all the time, but just moving too fast, bro. It's always you always gonna leave something. You know what I'm talking about? Every time you moving too fast, you fuck around, forget your wallet, your phone. You just forget something, don't you? Your earphones, you just forget something, don't you? When you moving too fast, it's just like that in life. And know what's what? Wednesday, hey, part two. Hey, say, bro, why you fuck with it like that? Because if I don't, ain't nobody else is. I ain't bullshitting with you folks. And like I said, y'all got a bitch made weird ass energy going on around this motherfucker. You feel me? And ain't nothing you can do about it. No, ain't nothing you can do about none of this shit. You can either be that person or not be that person. You know what I'm talking about? But it's just getting so hard to even. Well, I guess the people I'm not. I'm just talking about where I'm at. I'm not talking about the whole world, y'all. I'm just talking about where I'm at. Like I said, y'all might be around some better people. But out here by my way, man, it's just hard to. You know what I'm talking about? Like niggas done killed the network, folks. Cause I just don't like. We gotta steal from each other, backbite each other, and I'm not in that crowd, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So I can't really that just ain't my thing, bro. You get what I'm saying? So I can't really participate like that. I feel you though. Know what's what Wednesday part two. Cause when you know what's what, just like that, bro, you won't be faking the funk. You know what I'm talking about? You'll save yourself a lot of energy and peace. You won't put yourself around people, cause I think we do that a lot on jobs. We got jobs we can't stand, and this is what's fucked up about life. Know what's what Wednesday part two. You working somewhere right now, bro, that motherfucker is the cause of your stress level, probably the cause of your, you know what I'm talking about, your disagreements at home, all that shit right there over this old funky ass job, bro, that we can't stand. So however long you work, nigga, you gotta put yourself in that stressful ass box, nigga, for 8 hours, or bro, that shit fucked up. And this is the way we gotta live. Know what's what. Wednesday part two. On some real shit. On some real shit. One of the most fucked up things in the world is doing some shit that you don't want to do. You know what I'm talking about? That shit just fuck with you. I guess that's why they say get some, do some shit that you like to do so it won't be that bad. You know what I'm talking about? Cause just sitting around doing some shit that you don't want to do, bro, that shit That shit, it wears on your motherfucking mental so fast, bruh. That shit burns you out double time. It do. That shit burn you out double time. Know what's what Wednesday, part two. But yeah, just on some real shit, folks. Uh, told you, bro. Just look at motherfucker body language, facial expression and shit. But it's on you to know what's what. You know what I'm talking about? What's what Wednesday, part two. It's on you to know what's what, bruh. Because we walk around this motherfucker like it's everybody's fault. If you realize in like the last 5 years, it just became cool to be a victim. So if you listen to most people, they gonna come around and try to tell you what somebody else did to them. They gonna come around and try to tell you where somebody had them fucked up. They gonna come around and try to tell you where somebody where they was wrong. They was a bad friend. They was a bad nigga. They was a bad bitch. They was a bad like it's just too much of that shit. If you noticed in the last about 5 years, so they got y'all going in a direction to where I told you, bro, it's gonna be where nobody's responsible for themselves. So they got you going in the direction that no matter what you do, you could blame it on somebody else. You know what I'm talking about? Even though you put yourself in whatever situation you put yourself in. But we don't go over that enough. Know what's what Wednesday. You know what I'm talking about? Part two. I ain't bullshit with you. Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? I say, bro, listen, man, I ain't bullshitting with you, man. This been one of the coldest years thus far. Yeah, this been one of the coldest years thus far. Yeah, shit just, I ain't gonna even say it's fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? I think we got a bad habit of every time shit ain't going right, we say it's fucked up. I wouldn't even say it's fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I ain't gonna even say fucked up. I'm just gonna say it's life, bro. But this shit just happened, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? So you gotta rock with it, bro. You can't get down, bro, because like you gonna wake up tomorrow. If you do, if God say the same, you gonna wake up tomorrow, bro. You gotta you gotta be your own inspiration, bro. You gotta give yourself a reason to go out here and do shit, bro. You gotta be your own hope. You can't be sitting here, bro, because when you put your hope in the other shit, that's how you get let down. You know what I'm talking about? Uh, that's why I say, bro, get in the habit of putting your hope into yourself, bro. You not gonna, cause you ain't gonna want to let yourself down. You get what I'm saying? So get in the habit of giving yourself hope, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Cause you'll fuck around and juice because uh, like you see how the people is today, bro. They don't be happy and you know what I'm talking about. They always got something to say about somebody or something. So you got that good spirit, and here come that soggy, that wah 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 wah. You know what I'm talking about? And that shit'll lean on you. You know what I'm talking about? And suck your inspiration and hope right on up out at you. You know what I'm talking about? And you gotta find her. Just gotta be thankful, nigga. You woke up. There's people that ain't even here, folks. You just gotta be grateful. You gotta be thankful for the breath you taking and shit, bruh. If you can't just be happy about waking up, I don't know. Stay sad, nigga. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like I said, I can't make you believe, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? But if you don't believe, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? You finna be ass off, bruh. If you don't believe yourself, bruh, ain't none one of these motherfuckers gonna believe you can do that shit. They might be pumping you up for some game or something. You know what I'm talking about? Man, you can go in there, they gonna give it to you. They might be pumping you up for some game or something, man. But other than that, bro, these motherfuckers ain't nobody finna do nothing for you, bro. They not. You gotta figure out a way how to do that shit for yourself. You do, folks. So there is no reason to even have to give up or, man, fuck that, bro. You gotta keep fighting, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody gonna fight for you. They might fight on you. They might jump on you. They ain't gonna fight for you though. This nigga gotta cut the O's and shit. I don't even understand all that. You know what I'm talking about? I don't understand none of this shit. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna see. They say they got the right one on it now. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? But on some real shit, what's what Wednesday, part 2. You gotta know what's what, folks. And I'm finna get on up out of here, because I got hella shit to do, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, it ain't fucked up. Just ain't the best. You know what I'm talking about? But this shit is what it is, bro. You'll learn to roll with the punches, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You'll learn to roll with the punches, nigga, until you can counter. You know what I'm talking about? With your good time, man. You know what I'm talking about? Got him. You feel me? That's all this shit about, bro. But you gotta have enough fight in you, nigga. You gotta keep up enough fight. You gotta keep up enough hope in you, nigga. You gotta keep up enough motivation and inspiration in you, bro, so you don't give up. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. But ain't nobody else gonna do nothing for you, folks. They not. They gonna talk about your ass, leave your ass stranded somewhere, or you know what I'm talking about? But they ain't gonna do nothing for you. You feel me? So you gonna have to find out how to do it for yourself, folks. I ain't bullshitting. Stop putting all your just stop putting your faith, your belief into just like the next motherfucker, or like your hope. That's just like a motherfucker say they finna nigga, I don't know. Somebody said they finna give you $10,000, you know what I'm talking about? In your head, you done already spent the $10,000. It ain't never crossed your mind that that's a large amount for a motherfucker to just be giving a motherfucker, especially that don't know how they ain't got no plans on how they gonna pay them back, you know what I'm talking about? But a motherfucker been just told you that drunk or something, you know what I'm talking about? Man, I'm finna give you $10,000 Wednesday. And you didn't actually went around and put yourself in about $4,000 debt because a motherfucker lied to you about what they was gonna give you. Then when you realized they was bullshitting, now you in $4,000 debt. Somehow that's Brett's fault because he said he was gonna give you something. That ain't your fault for going to borrow or putting yourself in $4,000 worth of debt. But that's the type of shit we do now. You know what I'm talking about? And somehow it was the motherfucker who lied to us fault. Like it wasn't your fault for being irresponsible, not having the money in your hand and just letting the motherfucker sell you a dream. Or no, it had nothing to do with you because you wouldn't have did that if he wouldn't have told you he was gonna give you $10,000. You see how the next people always make you do something? Y'all so straight out of comic book blood. That's on you though, folks. You gotta have more restraint in yourself. But on some real shit, I'm finna get on up out of here for the 1,000th time. Yeah, man, you gotta cause it's like, I don't know, just the way we is. You know what I'm talking about? Like I told y'all, we sit around motherfuckers all day keeping score. We just got our eye on you. We noticing everything you doing. We notice how you use the bathroom. Like I said, we don't think you washed your hands. We seen how you did this. We just do that shit too much. You know what I'm talking about? We do all that shit, Brett, and we don't have no clue of who we is or what we want to do. And that leads to because now we just act like kids. If you don't get your way, you know what I'm talking about? It's like if you don't get your way, that's what it is. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, if you don't get your way, it's then fuck you. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to hear nothing else. So now motherfucker come around and you just gotta do everything, you know what I'm talking about, by the way I want you to do it, and if we can't do that, I'm gonna be out of unrest, you know what I'm talking about? And I don't know, we just too much with that shit. You know what I'm talking about? We just too much with that shit. But know what's what Wednesday, part 2, you know what I'm talking about? And it's on you, like I said before, to know what's what, bro. It ain't nobody else's job to know what's what for you. It's on you to know what's what, you know what I'm talking about? So, if you don't know what's what, don't go blaming other people for you know what I'm talking about, being negligent to what? You know what I'm talking about? But what do I know? You know what I'm talking about? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. With that one right there, you don't remember nothing else, man. Always remember them cost nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Just to show a little bit of that love worldwide, man.